All right, we talked about all the various bright colors out there, all different kinds of watches and warnings and advisories. So we'll start off with that in case you're just joining us. The yellow, same thing as yesterday, a tropical storm watch. And you say, what's the difference? Well, a watch means something might happen, just like a severe thunderstorm watch. You know, watch out, it might happen. And then a warning is when you think something is happening or will happen. So we're under a watch. That means we might get tropical storm force winds. This is also, well, that's, tropical storm, but it's a tropical storm warning, and that's from the state line all the way down through the border there of the Albemarle Sound, the northern border, and that goes right to the Wright Brothers Memorial Bridge. South of that, it is a hurricane warning. That means we think at least some gusts into the hurricane force category. Not a lot going on here locally, but we are seeing the first bands begin to show up. The very, very, very outer bands coming in right now from the storm Florence. For us this evening, becoming breezy. Gradually, as we get late evening and overnight, it'll become quite breezy. A couple of isolated showers are possible. Most of us are not going to see that. Temperatures down to about 78 by 8 o'clock. You can see that line again, that sort of first and then second and then third band comes through with just very, very minimal activity. Once we get into tomorrow, though, it should start to pick up and more showers will be in there. I think this might even be a little bit underdone. I would even put probably a couple of thunderstorms mixed in there as well. That continues with that northeast wind continuing as well. So we still have all those storms out there in the tropics, but we are focused right here on Florence. So what is it doing? Well, as of the 5 o'clock advisory, Evan told you about it right near the end of the 4 o'clock show, down to 120 so far this afternoon with gusts to 150. It's a Category 3. We're hoping, right now the forecast is, and I talked about this yesterday, that maybe we could keep it from getting back to being a 4. Well, that is the current thinking, maintaining Category 3 status. And then when it, gets near the coastline, making a stalling first for maybe an entire day and then heading back down the coast before finally getting pulled back inland. So it's conceivable it could make 2 landfalls, one in Wilmington, sort of loop a few miles offshore and then come back in somewhere down in South Carolina. Tropical depression, then just a remnant low. But so even though the winds would be dying off, we'd have massive amounts of rain. And luckily for us, we're not going to get even the remnants of it in terms of any rainfall as that stays out well to our west. But let's talk about the probability. We mentioned the tropical storm watch. So this is the probability that we here in Hampton Roads, well, anywhere, if you want to look different parts of the map, will see tropical storm force winds. So 100, there's 90, 80, 70. So generally 50 or 60% chance that in Hampton Roads, sort of the main 7 cities, if you will, maybe even 40 to 60, that we will see those kinds of winds. Obviously, the farther south you go, the odds go up. In terms of rainfall amounts, no doubt about it, the heaviest, the super life-threatening rains stay to the south. We are still going to have inches of rain around here. How about the tides? That we said would be one of the last things that we could narrow down, and we still can only give you a range, and there's going to be a bit of a range in that range. I guess that's hence the word, as we talk about the next couple of tide cycles, generally minor flooding. Once we get into Friday, early morning, so Thursday night, an hour after midnight, so 1 o'clock in the morning, early Friday, somewhere between the top of nuisance and minor flooding, right around 4.5 feet up to 5.5 feet. So we think in the minor category, but it could go, again, a tiny bit up or down. The highest tide appears like it will be Friday afternoon, likely right about here in the moderate category. It would not be out of the question if the storm weakens more, for example, if it goes down here into the minor category, and it would not take much to get it up to 6.5 feet. How does that compare? Well, 6.5, the top end of the range is still 1.5 feet below Isabel. It's a foot below Irene. It's actually almost identical to what we saw with Joaquin back in the 2000s. Saturday, back down a little bit. Same thing Saturday afternoon, likely to be in the minor category, and then maybe a little bit higher on Sunday. So the main concern at this point would be during the day Friday, but I wouldn't be too surprised to see some of those adjusted a little bit. It's partly track dependent. What can we expect? Well, through the weekend, this is coastal Hampton Roads. We have tons of different areas, and we're going to give you those every 15 minutes or so here when we have a little more time to spread them all out. Through the weekend, east at 25 to 35, gusting to 50, 3 to 6 inches of rain for us, moderate, maybe a little higher tidal flooding, maybe on the border of major, and overall moderate impact. Evan has a little bit more now. Tell us some of what you've been looking at, Evan.
That's right, Jeff. I've been looking at some of the winds that we can expect here with the European model, and we kind of broke it down with this scale on the left. You can see Williamsburg, Hampton, Franklin, Norfolk, Portsmouth, Virginia Beach, Edenton, Elizabeth City, and Cape Hatteras. So we'll time things out. The time's in the top right-hand corner of your screen. As we go through the day tomorrow, notice those winds picking up. Thursday at 4 p.m., we're looking at sustained winds of 35 miles per hour in Williamsburg, 40 in Portsmouth and Virginia Beach. But notice once you get down into northeastern North Carolina, 53, 49 for Elizabeth City, Hatteras, 78 mile per hour winds. That's the possibility as we get into Thursday afternoon. Carry that on into Thursday evening. Notice those winds remaining in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range, up to 55, 70, possibly down towards Cape Hatteras. And then as the storm starts to drift towards the southwest, notice those winds will start to go down, and we'll see that storm as it drifts on inland. We'll see those wind speeds going down as well, Jeff.
All righty, and again, we'll get to the different areas coming up here shortly. Right now, 83 for tomorrow, 82. It all depends on Florence.